way to the gym. Just wanted to have a little bit of a ride ahead of me, so I just wanted to get a couple things out. State of things. I would love to kind of just talk about the state of this country on these lives and on videos here and there, but you know what? I'm gonna end up losing like half my half my subscriber base, because you know what the problem is? Nobody can talk, or nobody could hear opposing views or anything other than their little shell that they're in, and everybody just kind of just have their own thoughts in mind, and they can't hear anybody else's thoughts. And it's just, that's the problem with this country right now, that there's no conversation, and there's nobody people need to kind of just shut up sometimes and just listen before they talk. And you can't do that on these things, because unless you have that type of channel, you get people that are going to irk them the wrong way, and then they're not going to like it. It's a state of things, man, but that's not a hero there. This is more about basically videos on my channels, guys. Now listen, I've been doing a lot of freaking what's up, Jeremy? I can't really look at it too much, guys, because I'm driving. I've been doing a lot of knife reviews, which I love my knives, and I have some off-grid has been filling up with knives. I've been I'm kind of like an ambassador with off-grid. I do the off-grid Thursday. I do a cutting every day, till it dies. Day one. I'm at day 5 right now with the Viper from off-grid, which is a great freaking knife. So I'm going to cut with this thing every day till it dies, 10 cuts a day, yada, yada, yada. K-Bar, a lot of companies. Listen, I've been blessed with a lot of companies that have been kind of entrusting me to get knife reviews out. I love doing knife reviews. I really do. But, listen, my heart is with swords. I love katana. I started my channel katana. In fact, a lot of people jumped on board with me back then, about 5 years ago, when I was starting off with just doing katana reviews. To be honest, I've been doing knife reviews almost as long. Because I met Scab back then, and Scab's always been a knife guy, and I got into knives, even probably about, 6 months after I started my channel, for the most part. But it's always been swords. It's always been predominantly swords, specifically katana. Got into Euro swords as well, which I want to get into more. But people who know me from back then know me for the katana reviews and stuff. So it's been a while since I got one out. State of affairs right now, obviously, with the tariffs, it's kind of hard for these companies to kind of incur that cost of sending these samples out. I mean, if they're selling them, it's one thing, because obviously if they're selling, hopefully you guys can hear me okay, because I'm going through the phone audio. If they're selling the items and they got to pay and the tariffs got to be paid, I mean, whatever the case is, I'm sure, I'm not going to go into the whole tariff situation, but obviously there's a worldwide crisis and a situation and chaos going on with the tariffs. So it's affecting a lot of companies bringing shit in. So that's been an issue. A lot of issues as far as getting the sword reviews coming in. They were even ebb and flow back then before all this. But it's kind of hard to get them out the door and get them get the reviews in, which is a little disappointing. And I'm kind of missing getting the sword reviews out. And I can understand, when companies are not able to get them out. Hope everything is good with you guys as well. So what's up? Light your face. What's up, buddy? Yeah, sword reviews have been kind of here and there. That's why I've been really isolating, doing a lot of knife reviews and stuff, which is good, as long as I'm getting content out. But it's getting now to the point where now more than ever, YouTube channels, if you have a YouTube channel, you have to grow your channel, because especially in the industry that we're in with knife reviews, if you're just kind of getting information out and stuff like that, but if you're doing knife reviews and stuff like that, and you I rely on samples. I mean, I'll be honest, I rely on samples, because I can't afford to basically invest any money into basically knife or sword craft. Even though I love them, it's just, I don't have that disposable income to be able to shell out that dough to freaking get these things in. So I rely on samples to come in, so this way I can get the reviews out to you guys and stuff, And plus, we work for the samples. We do the work, we get the samples, we do the work. It's a barter exchange type of system, Content for the swords and yada yada yada, and they get the advertising and shit. What's up, Pete? Or Kevin, actually. So it's It's they've been kind of spread out. I am very excited about one I'm going to be doing this weekend. Probably get the production out today. I have a sword kit that came in, and if you guys follow my community posts, if you subscribe, I have one that I'm going to be doing this weekend. But as far as the subscriber count, and Kev, you know, man, you just hit 100,000 subs. Fantastic. You deserve it. You work your ass off for it. Did it in 2 years. That's pretty fucking impressive, guy. Very impressive. You did it in 2 years. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm at 5 years now. I thought I would have at least well over 10,000 subs. I'm really disappointed with my sub count. It's and it's not like my videos are not fantastic. I mean, my videos are brilliant. I think I'm pretty much delivering some of the best, most thorough, detailed videos out there in terms of knives and swords. And the fact that I'm doing both, not many, you name me a company that can do pro videos of swords and knives at the same time on the same channel. So I'm kind of giving a lot of variety on the channel. So I thought I would really have a lot more subs. But now more than ever, you got to have the subs, because a lot of companies are basically, because the wallet's a little tight with the tariffs, they're really being a little bit more selective as far as, especially the bigger companies that have the budget, that even though they have the budget, even the bigger companies who are trying to basically increase their profit margin are being a little more selective, I think, as far as who they send samples out to, because they want to be able to send it to a larger subscriber base to get the, you know, to make more of an investment in their marketing materials that they're sending out, which is understandable. Listen, I know marketing. I've been doing marketing for a long time, and I know the way it works. So, so now more than ever, you got to, if you're doing this type of thing, you got to grow your subscriber count. You need to get into the tens of thousands before I think you can really get considered as a viable option, you know, to be able to do knife reviews, you know. So I don't have that much far to go, but I feel like it might as well be another 10 years. I mean, the way subs are coming in. And I'm going to be trying to do some things, trying to do a lot of lives, try to do a lot of shorts, do all the normal protocol things, trying to increase my SEO, SEO on my videos, which is important, and trying to get those sub counts in. And any help from you guys with these lives and the subs would be sincerely appreciated. Listen, the more subs I can grow, guys, the more viable the channel is, the more I can offer to the community and be able to get samples in and just grow the channel to the point where it's going to be, you're going to have more varied content and have a lot of the latest shit that's out there. So it's good for the channel, it's good for you guys, it's good for everybody, you know. I'm just kind of parking, I'm seeing everybody. So guys, thanks for joining me in. Again, I'll do a couple of these pop-up lives and stuff like that here and there. And of course, you'll see me on my shorts and on my long form. So I got a sword video coming in, an open box from Romance of Men. Great company, man. Really appreciate it to them that they're always consistently trying to send me some stuff out, even though it's tough to do so. And this is going to be a pretty good one, because this is going to be from a prominent YouTuber that designed a sword to be like kind of a split between a Euro and a katana. I'm sure a lot of people know who it is. So I'm pretty excited about getting my hands on that. Enrique had said to me from Romance of Man, ROM, do you want to check it out? I said, shit, yeah, I want to check it out. It's bear shit in the woods, of course. Yeah, that's it, man. And yeah, look out for the shorts. I'm on day 5 that I just released with this Viper from Off Grid. Look at the freaking, look at that jimping on the side there. Look at that tip. This is a freaking nice looking knife, man. I really like this Viper series. This thing I think is going to go pretty far. It's got a 154 cm crucible steel, and I know that they're spot on their heat treatment, man, because you know what, even their D2 is freaking spot on. Their D2 steels, their cryo D2 steel is effing amazing. If you look at the last 2 videos I did on fixed blades, it was a Tracker X3 and the Tracker XXL, which Pete, you would like that. Kevin, you would like that knife. I'm actually sending a Tracker XXL to Scab because I want him to check it out. I have an extra one because they send me multiple knives Off Grid. Thankful to and shout out to Off Grid and to Carrie for that as well. But if you look at basically what I put it through, and I do a pretty extensive review like Scab. I mean, as far as the cutting the industrial materials, doing a lot of cutting with it, banging the shit out of the edge. I don't go easy on off-grid knives. And if you look at those two knives and what I put those freaking things through, and then I did like a sharpness test afterwards, it's still freaking paper slicing sharp. I mean, it didn't lose a beat, and I'm impressed because I beat the crap out of these freaking edges, man. You know, a lot of pressure on the edges for them to have that type of paper slicing sharpness. I think it's pretty freaking impressive. So I like this. I like what I'm seeing from Off-Grid with their fixed blades. I love their folders, man. A lot of people don't really give them much enough attention, but they got some amazing folders. I think Off-Grid is just a great company because a company that could give you the same type of overbuilt, really good quality stuff on, look at my ring freaking sparkle in the sun. That's beautiful. So, in their folders and in the fixed blades, and they're also giving you magnet cut. They're giving you some different types of steels, the 154 cm, the Cryo D2, yada, yada, yada. I am from New York, Jameson. I think you can tell from the accent, without a doubt, from New York. And, the fact that they're giving you a couple different types of steels and they're not married to one thing, but they're doing the steels good. They're not giving you like 10 different types of steels. They're giving you steels that they work on good. Their cryogenically treated D2 steel is really some of the best D2 you're out there. But something that you really got to consider, I know it's about Off-Grid, but I just love that brand. It's one of my favorite brands next to Word Tough Gear. 154 cm is awesome, man. This is the 154 cm. It's still good, man. I mean, it's still, I cut with it for 5 days. I mean, it's not that long, but it's still freaking very sharp. And they just do a great job with the heat treatment, because this thing will probably be D2, and it will probably still have the same longevity because it comes from the brand and the maker, and you guys know that, you know, if you guys know knives. Well Done D2 is magnificent. It definitely is. A Well Done D2, D2 doesn't get enough credit because D2 is a cost-effective steel. But D2 is a very, very well-rounded steel, and D2 can be magnificent in the hands of the person who really treats it the right way. This cryogenically treated D2 from Off-Grid is really phenomenal, and I was just so impressed with the last two knives that came off their shelf with that. And Kevin, if you haven't had Off-Grid, I mean, let me know. Maybe I'll try to send you one, because you need to try their Off-Grid. Their freaking fixed blades. They do a really good job, man. You know, we got to talk about that. M390 is awesome. I love freaking M390. I mean, there's a lot of great steels out there, but again, guys, listen, it's do you still have dollar slices? You mean like pizza dollar slices? You can still buy that at a slice, but they're not fucking dollar slices anymore. That's for fuck shit sure. I went to a pizzeria, a fancy pizzeria. It was called Grandma Nonna. It's some, I think it was like a La Nonna Pizzeria in Italian, grandmother. And they have all these fancy slices. So I wanted like a buffalo chicken slice and a jalapeno. I love spicy, and a jalapeno, you know, jalapenos on jalapeno and cheese slice and shit like that. Bro, fucking 2 slices, $16 later, man. I kid you not, man. So yeah, you can get them by the slices, but they're definitely not dollar slices anymore. What's up, Greg? How you doing, buddy? Kevin. Yeah, you can get them by the slice, but they're not dollar slices for shit sure. But they're getting too fancy with the pizza slices, and they're charging you for it. And I guarantee you that pizza slice didn't cost them more than freaking, you know, 15 cents. Whatever. That's not a here or there. But yeah, it's definitely Fishing Man. What's up, buddy? You see if anybody else that I missed. Now that I'm parked, I'm able to see the thing there. But yeah, I love their steels. I love their stuff. I love a lot of the knives that I've been getting in. Companies are really stepping up their game. The competition is good, and companies are really stepping up their game and giving you some good stuff, which is always a good thing for us, obviously. But Fishing Man, I'll shout you out, buddy. Fishing Man, shout out. If you have a channel, check out Fishing Man. Check out also Peterbilt Knife Guy, PB KG in the chat. Check Greg also. Kevin is from Peterbilt Knife Guy. He's just crossed over 100,000 subs. Does some great content, some great testing that really pisses people off with the blade, with the knives, to show you basically the difference in quality, in brands, and edge retention. Some knives do great, some knives do shitty, and some knives do so it's he kind of shows that, and that's always great testing. And he's a great knife reviewer. He's a great guy, so definitely check him out. Check out anybody in there. Fishing Man, if you have a channel, let's see if we can get him up. And of course, guys, if you guys are in here, get me a sub. I would sincerely appreciate it. I have to cross over 10,000 subs or bust. If I don't cross over 10,000 subs soon, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Pisses off many, of course. I am gonna lose my mind. I gotta cross over 10,000 subs. I feel like I'm not a viable freaking channel, for Christ's sake, you know. So it's that's my venture, that's my goal, and that's where I need to go. So I'll do a couple pop-up lives. I'll do all the normal algorithm shit to kind of get it over, but I need your help to do so. Share my video, get me the subs. Sincerely appreciate it. The more viable my channel is, guys, the more swords and knives and stuff I can get you guys. That's just the way it works these days. You know, companies are looking for more viable channels to invest their money in, because the wallets are tight, even for the companies, and they need to be a little bit more selective as far as who they send their samples to. So you got to have in the tens of thousands to be considered a viable channel these days. So that's what I've been seeing. I appreciate that, Kev. Definitely, without a doubt, we all got to help each other out, because YouTube is not helping us. YouTube is not really doing much to help us out. We got to do our own thing, and we got to collab, and we got to share. We got to do all the normal stuff to get our names out there. And I think that's going to work a lot better than the algorithm works. But yeah, I'm definitely looking into working with some people to increase your what is it called? SEO. It's the SEO rating on your videos. So I've been talking to them I've been talking with someone, a YouTube professional, about that today. So I'm going to try to get some tips and tactics to try and increase that on my videos, because I hear that that's a really big factor in terms of really getting your videos discovered and shit. And a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, listen, as soon as whatever I know, whatever I learn, Kev, I'm gonna get out there, because I'm working with a pro right now. I'm gonna be working with a pro, and I'm gonna try to get some hints and tips to try and see how we can increase that factor on the videos and try to get it out there. And if it works, then hey, I mean, at least it's a testament for what could be done with it. So, but yeah, we got to help each other out. We got to sub. We got to do our thing. You just got 10 subs. Fuck yeah, Fishing Man. That's awesome, brother. That is freaking awesome. Listen, that's the way it works, brother. That is the way it works. You just got to shout each other out. You got to do these lives, and you got to do the thing. So if you guys, Fishing Man, get a sub out. Peterbilt Knife Guy, excellent knife reviewer, does great tests on knives and blades and steel. Get out there. Greg is also a great dude that supports everybody on YouTube. We need to support him as well. Anybody else, click on their links and see about Love from India. What's up, India? Thanks for joining me in the chat. Jameson, thanks for joining me. Much appreciated to you guys. I got to hit the gym. Got to hit those weights. I got to get in shape, you know, for the summer, even though the summer's here. What the hell am I getting in shape for? No, I lost a lot of weight. I'm trying to really slim down. I'm trying to get back into my 20s freaking physique. And I lost about 10, 15 pounds. I really honestly got another... No, I lost about 10 pounds. I got another 15 pounds, 20 pounds to go till I get to the point where I'm comfortable, you know, and I got to lean up and stuff. So, got to hit the gym. Thanks for joining me, guys. Who wants a shout out? Who can I shout out? Jacob Plays. I can't see. Tabber? Look up Jacob Plays. That's the first couple of letters, guys. If you guys can throw him a sub, that'll be great. That's the way it works on YouTube. Definitely get him out a sub. Hopefully you guys get these on replay, and you'll be able to get him a sub as well. Sorry, I got to come out of the room guys, as soon as you guys are coming in. I'll probably try to do these pop-up lives a little bit later. We'll talk about a whole bunch of shit, and maybe I'll actually try to, you know, purposely piss people off, because those are the freaking videos I go farther. Kevin, you know that, man. The more fucking people you piss off, the more popular those fucking videos are, man. Negativity reigns king on YouTube. Okay, it's all about fucking negativity, you know. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. So, much love to you guys. I'll see you when I see you. Got to get to 10,000 subs. Need your help to get there. Much love. I'll see you when I see you. And hopefully I'll have another 2,000 subs next time we talk. No, yeah, right. Wishful thinking. Much love, everybody. See you on the next sword review. If you're not sub, I got a good sword review coming in. Good sword, open boxing, Romance of Men. Should be a pretty nice looking sword. And Rosecraft blades, off grid as always. Got a lot of shit coming in. Much thanks to you guys. Have a good one. Ciao.